If you are into cryptocurrencies, then you need to get ready for the reaccumulation phase to happen very soon. Good morning, traders, and welcome back to our channel. In this video, instead of typical technical analysis we have been doing in the past videos, we will give you a better review about the market state and of course of upcoming halving, which is going to happen most likely in the April 2024. Now, here we are demonstrating you major phases of each halving point. So each halving is distributed by these red zones here, as you can see, after like each 4 years. And after each halving, we had a really nice bullish momentum happening from here, here, and here as well. Of course, after the bullish market, we had the bearish market, accumulation, expansion, and reaccumulation before the next bullish market. So, historically, we have been repeating these cycles for the last basically 12 years, but as of now, 2023 and 5 months basically pre-halving season, we are currently in expansion phase. So with us being in the expansion phase, prices are way too overbought, and the similar happened basically here and here as well, where the prices most likely went for like sideways movement or to the downward movement just to liquidate majority of positions, meaning this kind of movement happened here, as you can see. We had nice liquidity movement, then we had similar liquidity movement here as well, and now we are most likely going to see the similar movement happening here. So the reaccumulation phase is going to happen, we want it or not, as we still have some time before the halving, and of course the ATF decision, which will be most likely a yes, and it will be decided in the next 10, 12, 13 days. So with that being said, historically we always tend to go for like these phases and we always repeat them, meaning of course after a nice bullish moment we have a bearish moment, accumulation, expansion, reaccumulation, and a bull market. So this bullish momentum we have been having here, many people tell it, oh, we are in bullish market. No, we are not in bullish market yet. We have to have a reaccumulation and we are yet before halving. We have 4 months left before the actual halving happens. And historically, we see that people been having the same conception of, okay, early bullish market, let's push prices. And of course, we went for the reaccumulation zone. We might see prices to drop very, very low, liquidating majority of positions. But to back up our theory, let's go and see the market cycles and especially the Wall Street cheat sheet code. Meaning, as you know, the markets are driven mainly by the paper hand traders. So all the people who have like below $1 million of equity. Yes, we have seen like major liquidation movements, manipulations from the exchanges and big whales, but nevertheless, the major players are still the small fishes who are driven by the psychology of the market. And what we think is basically when we were at the bottom of the Bitcoin as of 2023, where we were at $15,000-$16,000, we haven't had actually any kind of depression, meaning any kind of depression, this kind of depression. Yes, we had a capitulation where people started to sell more and we had anger against the crypto and like why people start to sell, but nevertheless, more people actually started to believe in crypto and more people started to buy in. So what we think just regarding this cycle phase, we are yet to enter the depression zone, meaning we are potentially having this kind of moment here, which is basically small expansion, as we told you earlier. After the expansion, we will see a nice liquidation moment, most likely, which will lead us into the depression phase. And after that, only after that, we can see a potential bullish market, and it will happen most likely only before the halving. So, nevertheless, after the halving, the price of Bitcoin haven't went like straight for a bullish momentum. It went slightly for the like sideways movement for some time, some months, maybe 2-3 months. But nevertheless, the end outcome was a bullish market cycle. And again, to back our story, let's go and see at the liquidation heat map on the Bitcoin. And straight what we see is this magnificent zone here on a 3-month period. So basically we see that the majority of Bitcoins can be liquidated near this zone. And to back up even on a bigger time frame, let's go on a yearly, which of course is the major time frame for us as of now, as we are looking for on a bigger time frame. We see 3 major zones that can be liquidated, meaning of course the first zone, which is 34k, second zone, which is 26k, and the last zone, which is basically this zone here at the bottom of $16,000. So, nevertheless, as people think that, oh, okay, the bullish market has started, you need to always check multiple sources, look at the history, and don't have this fear of missing out situation where you just, okay, the bullish market is starting, last cycle I missed it, so let's just go all in. Basically, if you start to buy in on the coins as of now, the Bitcoin will most likely have a nice drop of like 50%, let's say. Okay, let's put it at 40%. 40% of market price movement and a 40% of market price dump would mean that most altcoins will see most likely all-time lows of 2023 or even 2022. So, with that being said, this is a very quick update on the Bitcoin. We think it's mandatory to know that we can enter a bullish market. Yes, we will enter a bullish market, but do not fear of missing out either, or you will see most likely to be liquidated near those zones that we have been mentioning. So many people most likely will fear that they will miss out, start buying, put stop losses somewhere like here most likely, or here, so this basically zone, and of course big players will liquidate most likely, as many people, I don't know, Warren Buffett and these kind of people, they have a lot of liquidity in dollars, in USDT, and they told in the interviews themselves. So do you really think that they will buy Bitcoin at 40k? And so with that being said, as always, trade safe, trade smart, and see you in the next session.